Hey traders, this is Marco. We have the 23 of September and it's another Friday, so that means bar by bar for today. I'm starting at 7 in the clock in the morning, so I was marking up the chart here already. And basically this is how I started the day today. You can see overnight price action trending lower strongly within this blue channel here. Then there was some little break here and you can see some range forming up. And yeah, I didn't see any trade until here. So from here we will mark it up together and see what the day brings for today. So for now you can see this range here. Prices break out of this range. Nothing we can consider here. Congestion, breaking out of the range, going higher a bit. This is the first break of this blue channel, so we are expecting a retest of the lows around this level here. And yeah, maybe I can increase this range a bit. You can even check it like this. Maybe it fits, looks good. This is a lower high, but I don't like the bar, so nothing we can take here. And prices are trending lower once they bounced off this resistance here. So I'm drawing my little shorter term trend line. And this is interesting now because prices made a new high here. First entry long, second entry long, and this is a potential second entry long failure because you can see this little downtrend here in play. This is the first break of that and also is a retest of the breakout area that happened here. So I like this trade, taking a short here, maximum to the support here. There's enough space. I agree that it's a bit congestive, so yeah, to be very sure here you can skip this trade, but I like it as a failure. As I said, this channel here is intact, first break, so we have a retest of the lows. Concerning is the midline here, that it's bouncing back, but yeah, this bar has 11 ticks. So I would like to try this trade, and it's going lower big time, even overshooting here, breaking through the support level, making a new low of this channel. So by now I would say that the blue channel is played out, and also this shorter term channel here, and we're going higher back inside this little range what I had here. And you can see the strong bull bars going above the EMA. That's showing that something is changing. Momentum is kicking in. And we're trending higher from here. This is the first break, retest of the highs. Or maybe a bigger channel. Can try it like this. That also looks nice. Coloring the channel to have a better overview of price action. First break and also some congestion here. No setup because we're far above the EMA. I would like to see prices coming back at least. If you consider this, I don't like this setup because prices broke this channel already and made a new high. So from here, this channel could be played out, and I don't like to take a long here when prices made a new high already. So this we skip. And the market is still not open. Consider that. There's a lot of crazy price action at the moment. Really many things at the same time happening, and prices are very wild. So if you don't feel comfortable with this market, I can understand. And here's the opening. You can see the color is changing. That means we have 8:30. This is the opening. And prices trending lower here a bit. Maybe I can draw a shorter term channel here. You can see this. Breaking out of this channel here. And forming a second entry short. You can see this price has made a new low here. First entry short, breaking higher above this high here and pulling back lower. So second entry short, very nice bearish bar. I like to take a setup here. Also this channel played out, break new high, and this channel here is intact. You can see made a high, touch here, touch here, touch here. So this is the first break. And on a second entry short to retest the lows, I like to take a short here. And that would have worked out. So we broke this channel, made a new low, and trending lower now. Okay, that looks like a bigger structure. Maybe like so. Can try. This we can put a bit closer so that the channel fits good, that prices are moving between the support and resistance of this channel. Coloring the channel. So according to this, we now have the first break of this bigger channel, but there's no entry here. This is just the first entry short, and we like to take second entries of the key entry point of the EMA. So we would need a pullback here and take a short after that. But price is taking lower. So break, new low. Maybe this channel played out already. Okay, this is interesting. Maybe it's even bigger, like so. You can see channels are progressing. It's not only that the small channels are working. You start with the small and then channels are progressing. They're getting bigger and bigger. And the bigger the structure is, the stronger it is. And I like to test around with my channels. So we have the high here, touch here, touch here, touch here. Break of this channel now. This is a new low. First entry short, pull back. Second entry short with a nice bearish bar. I like this setup. So this is a very nice short setup. Second entry short, right off the key entry point, right off the EMA. And it would have worked out. And we are finding some resistance here. You can see the support that is forming from here. Can draw a little range. Can be like that. Prices broke the channel and making a new low. So this channel played out for the third time if it's not increasing in size. So right now I'm not looking for any more shorts until I see and know what's going on. This was a lower high here, but as I said, prices made a new low already, and this bar is also huge. Also, there is a news event. I think you can see here 8:45. It's like flash services PMI. This is just happened here. So during news we are not trading anyway, at least during high impact news. So we skip that. You can see this crazy price action. This here, if it didn't make a new high, worth to consider, but the bar is way too big, so we just skip this. And you can see how prices are moving sideways here. I'm coloring this range for you. nothing we can take. Taking higher a bit, breaking out here, most breakouts fail. So here, and we're trending strongly lower. Making my channel here. Breaking the channel, making a new low. Maybe it's like this. And this played out anyway. So price is pulling back to the EMA, but this little structure here played out. Can even make it more like this. Break, new low, first leg, second leg to a new low. So I'm not very interested in taking shorts here. And this is moving again sideways. Don't take this because it will chop you in pieces. Okay, and we are heading lower. Shorter term channel here. Maybe it's even like this. First break, nothing we can take. This is an inside bar of this. New low. And you can see there is some little support forming here. Okay, this is a pullback now above the EMA. You can see the shorter term channel working higher, first break, but it made a new high here already. So this we cannot consider. It's like new high break in one bar. So we just have to observe what's going on. And that looks like very much like a good old spike and channel structure. Greetings to Taylor and Thomas. They know what I'm speaking of. And yeah, spike and a channel. Can put this lower a bit, like this maybe, and I'm coloring the channel in green. In general, you can see my downtrends are blue, ranges are in yellow, and uptrends are in green. I try to stick to this. Nothing to take here. This is a higher low, but it's a doji bar. In general, it's very congestive, so we just skip this. Even though it would have worked out, but we never know this before. First break of the spike and channel. You can see shorter term channel, break, new low. So we are expecting a retest of the highs happening. So this channel played out and we are going lower. This is a lower high, but it's right into this support here. I think there's not enough space, so nothing to consider. I'm drawing my line. Maybe a bit like this. So this now is a potential failure, but yeah, as I said before, it's right into this support here. I don't know if prices will bounce off this level again. You can see this bar here. We bounced to this level and came back, and the same could happen here. So nothing to take here. I'm not sure if you took this, if it was enough to make a scalp here. Maybe for 4 ticks, yes, but I'm going in this markets for like 6 to 8 ticks, and then for sure it's not worth it. So just skip when you're unsure, because whenever you are unsure, don't risk a losing setup. Yeah. So this shorter term channel here broke, made a new low, and we are moving sideways again. This was a second entry short, made a new low here, first entry short, pull back, second entry, but right into the support, so you cannot take this. This is too congestive, just skip this. And prices are forming a range again. So most time you just sit and wait for the perfect setup. Wow, strong bearish bar, strong bullish bar, strong bearish bar. They try to fool you in with this bar, saying, come everyone in, take a short, we're going lower, and at the same moment they reverse and take it off here. This is crazy. These markets are really crazy right now. Breaking out of the range to the top side, and it seems there's another spike and channel structure working higher. And this is interesting. We have now some resistance level here, so maybe it's worth to consider that and not to risk any trades into this resistance. This is a lower high of this resistance level now. You can see prices made a new high here, tested once, pulled back, tested twice, but we're right inside this shorter term channel up in this spike and channel, and we haven't broken it yet. So I'm not interested in taking a short, even though it's looking very interesting as we pulled back from this high for the third time now. But yeah, it's also a bit congestive. So when you are aggressive, you can consider this, but I skip it now because it's right into the support line of this channel. It would have worked out. First break of this channel now and retest of the highs. Is this already a new high? No, not yet. And maybe we are not seeing a new high because prices try to go our high here a couple of times, and from here going lower, drawing my line, pull back but not far enough. Wow, look at this congestion. Doji, 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 doji. Prices have no idea where to go, and this is a pullback to the EMA. But are you really interested in taking a short right into this support here? What you can see, like this super tiny range. No, I don't think that you're interested in this. So we skip this. It would have not even be triggered. So good decision anyway. And prices are bouncing back and forth. Okay. Maybe it's a bigger range, like this. That looks pretty nice. Coloring. Prices made a new high, tested here, testing it here. Okay, made a new high here, making a lower high. This is a hard decision because you can see how congestive this is, but we are at the range high. In general, the bias is, I would say, more down. So considering this high here and the resistance here, a lower high, there's enough space to these levels here, but it's concerning that prices are bouncing at this, I don't know how to call it, invisible support maybe, but still there's enough space. So if you are aggressive, take this trade, a lower high, and as I said, prices are bouncing exactly off this level. Let me check this. So if we entered here, that would be 1.5 points, so it would be enough for 4 ticks, and I think it would be enough for 6 ticks. Okay, and going further, staying inside this range here, nothing we can consider. And we are going lower. Like this. Yeah, that looks okay. And we are bouncing off this level. This is interesting. Maybe there's a range. Let's see if this fits. There's a support coming here, maybe a range. Yeah, I like this, so I'll remove this and form the range here. This fits pretty much to the recent price action, because you can see prices bounced here, bounced here, bounced here, came now out of this little range and bounced here again, and you can see the resistance. Price is touching this area and taking off higher directly. So this is something that we have to consider and for sure not ignore this support level. And this is fine to make a shorter term channel. First break of this channel, retest of the highs, but no setup here. This is like an inside bar of this. We're breaking higher, I know, but yeah, I would like to see it drop lower under the EMA, coming back and taking off higher. This is not the case, so we're just waiting for this now, and we are going lower again. This channel break, new low, breaking out of this range here, of this like in this area, but we're forming some little support. Let's see. And coming back, this is a higher low, but it's right into the support of the range that could act as a resistance after a break. So I don't like to take a long here, and it's right into the EMA. During ranges, EMA are not that important. They are playing a bigger role or more important role during trends. So yeah, but still it's congestive here. It's right into the EMA. Nothing to consider. And prices are trending higher, increasing this, breaking this channel here, and trying to retest the highs, are not succeeding. This is a lower high here, but it's congestive, even though there's enough space to the EMA, but we haven't retested the highs, so I don't like to risk this. Trading lower and bouncing again off this support here. This is interesting, but we are not reaching the range high, so must be careful. Pulling back above the EMA, trending higher, so maybe there's even channel like this. This would be new low here, first entry short, second entry short, failure, but it's in the middle of the range and right into the highs here, so I'm not sure if you want to risk this. Would have worked. And prices go higher and reaching the range highs. With a good range, you can see that prices are bouncing between the support and the resistance, between support coming back to the resistance. So yeah, so now I would like to see a bounce here and trend lower again to the support. This channel here, this channel here played out. Can mark this. And we're coming lower like this. I just saw something. I have to check if it's, is this a lower high? No, this has the same high. If that was a lower high here, so it means if it ticked above this signal bar here, then I would consider taking a lower high back to the EMA just for a scalp. But since this is not a lower high and with the same high as this bar, I'm not considering this. Prices trend lower. First break of this channel. Congestive, nothing to take. Even more congestion. This is horrible. No setups forming. So this is interesting. Prices made a new high here. First entry, long, second entry long, failure. There's some space to this support here, but it's hard to say. This channel here broke for the first time. The lows are here, so we would go short directly into the lows of this channel. I know that there is some support here, so if you are aggressive, take this, because there is still some space for this support here. Would be out of the trade already, and we're trending lower now, trending lower, trending lower. And breaking the channel. This is a break of the channel, of the range. And this is very bearish here. Maybe like so. You can see this support line here is matching. The midline is matching. It's even overshooting. So I don't think this channel is right here. Maybe making a sharper channel like this. And this is congestion now. First break of this channel. Congestion pushing above the EMA. Maybe like this. Breaking the channel, congestion, really nothing to take here. You can see prices are like exactly at the EMA, don't know where to go. You can see this almost perfect bars here, but really there's no setup here. I see nothing. You cannot take longs or short here. Break, retest of the highs, didn't succeed. And this is live price action. Maybe there is some bigger channel here. Like this. No, I don't like this channel. Maybe like so. Could be. But the midline is a bit too low here. So sometimes you're just looking for channels, but you're not finding them. I will work with this at the moment and see if something else is coming up. So we have a bounce here, going lower at the midline. Okay, and from here we're going sideways. So yeah, this was also only a first entry short, so there was no potential setup even. And yeah, maybe it's like this. Hard to say really. Need more price action to say if this channel here is intact. But you can see this very strong bearish moves. Like we're pushing from here lower to the range, not coming back to the midline or above that, and pushing lower again, breaking here, and then a strong reaction downwards. Correction here, break, retest of the highs, but it seems that there is a channel in play here, so we are not succeeding with the retest. And bouncing here, dropping lower, bouncing here, and going sideways from here. So I will scroll out a bit so that you can see the whole day. Oh, that's like very small now. Sorry for that, I cannot make it bigger for now. So here you have the whole day, this strong downtrend, break of this trend, prices made a new low, we had an entry here, then from there reversal with this shorter term uptrend, break, new high, some range mode, and then prices took lower again, took off lower here. This channel is forming, entry here, first break of this channel with a new low. And if this low was not enough, prices made a second leg down here. Then from basically here, you can see sideways action. Prices bounced here off this level, going higher again to this range, bouncing off here, going lower again, not succeeding in touching the lower range here, going higher, but not succeeding to break out to the top side. And when prices are not succeeding, breaking out to the top side so many times, you can see we are not succeeding here, not here, not here, not here. Then they are succeeding in doing the opposite. So we're going lower. There was some strong support here because prices cannot get through this level. But then occasionally break out here with this lower high. I told you it's aggressive, but the context was right. Yeah, and then bouncing back. Breaking out of the range here, most breakouts fail in the first attempt. So we failed here, came back inside the range, even going to the other side, testing this level again. This is like the 5th time considering this, and then taking off lower because prices could not succeed here.
Connection lost.
Breaking higher. So yeah, this was today's price action. I hope you liked it. I wish you a nice weekend. Watch out for these markets. They are brutal. They are fast. Prices only know one direction right now, and this is downwards. So yeah, watch out for that and always stay within the trends and find your channels. I wish you a great weekend. See you next week.